episode number 3 of the Level Up Podcast. Today, I have a guest. I think me and you have played together. Zaheed.
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah. Me and you have actually met through Nick. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah,
Nick Scott's.
Nick, yeah.
If you guys don't know Nick Scott's, just go follow him. He runs the Atlanta Twitter. So, Zaheed, introduce yourself.
So, as you know, my name's Yasser Zaheed, or Zaheed, known in the people know me by Discord. I'm the host of the Hipfire Podcast, which is another competitive Call of Duty podcast. I've been watching competitive Call of Duty since 2014 in Ghosts, followed Nachon and Scump very closely, and today I cheer for the Toronto Ultra.
Oh, wait, you're a Toronto Ultra fan?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm from Toronto, so...
it's weird. I'm a Chicago Husband fan, like to my heart, because Scump's the one that brought me into it, and then Formal, like the TTP duo. But at the same time, like I love Methods. Like he's hilarious, dude. So like,
isn't he undefeated, man?
When Toronto is like playing, they're the team I'm usually rooting for, unless they're against Chicago. And it's like I don't want you to lose, but I need you to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I want to adjust the bombing. Where was it at? It's in Lebanon, I know that for sure.
Lebanon, yeah. I think Beirut. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but
yeah,
I believe it's Beirut, Lebanon.
I'm sorry for any families that like lost somebody to it or have been affected by it. It's a terrible tragedy. I don't want to go into politics about it, but they say it's a fireworks explosion or mistake, but that could easily be.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah.
But at the same time, that could easily be the news changing something out. I don't know. But I think we should get off that touchy subject before anything gets said, okay? So you said, let's go to the first thing. How did you get into competitive COD and like esports in general?
Myself?
Yeah, you. So,
for me, I'd always heard of what MLG was. I was familiar about competitive gaming, but I really wasn't too familiar. One of the first Call of Duties I played multiplayer in was Black Ops 2. I really fell in love with that game. And for me, I'm a very competitive person at heart, so I was always looking for ways to get better. Playing League Play a lot was a lot of fun. And I think just randomly one day, I'm like, you know what, let me just check out MLG. So I type in the stream, and I see that there are a bunch of streamers streaming on the platform, and the first two names that pop up are Nachon and Scump, and they're streaming something called Money 8s, which I didn't have any idea what that was at the time. Just check it out. Yeah. I just see a bunch of like pros like yelling at each other, and it looks funny enough. So I check out Nachon's channel and look at like the most watched videos, and all I see are like competitive gameplay from Black Ops 2, and I start to watch, and it gets me really more interested in the scene as a whole. I started watching throwback tournaments for Black Ops 2, and I became a fan of Nachon and Scump as a whole, to the point where I started following them from events. I think Gfinity 3 was the first event I watched, which is kind of unfortunate because I think they got bounced pretty early. But I got to see Formal at least go off. That was pretty cool. I think he was MVP that event. So yeah. I was just watching all of that. I got hooked right away, and since that moment, I've watched every event since. So it was a lot of fun for sure.
You know, I find that funny. Like, I don't know if I told you this, but the reason I got into competitive was because of Scump, the YouTube channel. Yeah. But it's funny because back in Black Ops 2, like I knew of it, but like it never like it crossed my mind. It's weird because I'm a competitive person. Like I grew up playing basketball, football. Like I'm one of those people that like when I go to do something, I want to be the best at it. So I'm spending every day working on it. Right?
Of course.
Then I don't know why it just never crossed my mind that it was like a possibility. Then Advanced Warfare, I don't know why it's based on me, but something just hit, and I looked up, like, I know I've seen it before, like, competitive gaming. So Advanced Warfare, I ended up hitting it hard. Like, I remember, during Advanced Warfare, I dropped out of every sport. And I was watching them stream every single day. Like, dude, it's addicting, especially when you first get into it.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those things, it sucks you in like a vacuum, and you're not getting out.
Oh, 100%.
Plus,
because back in the W, they had like the 2Ks, the 5Ks every weekend, plus like the scrims. There's like always something to watch. It was nuts.
Dude, my family thought I was depressed because every weekend, instead of going to like, because I remember going to like every single like varsity basketball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every Friday night, and I stopped going every Friday and Saturday to like every sporting event, and I would stay at home watching, if not playing AW, but watching Optic play 2Ks and 5Ks.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure my family thought I was depressed for a while. I was like, but now my family's
literally I just like, yeah, like I literally just watch like I do my homework in the morning and like just watch like their entire streams. It usually lasts the entire day and just chill and chat. It was jokes.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it weird? I think of AW and Black Ops 3 as the golden days of.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know why. I just felt like the environment was a lot better.
It's like it wasn't as structured, but it was also like really unfiltered because of that. So
yeah,
like you got like it had the drama, had the trash talk, had like the constant roster changes,
I feel,
but also had a lot of the content too.
Do you think the drama helped the like competitive Call of Duty? I think it did because I love the drama. Like I'm not a dramatic person, but I loved some of the drama.
I mean, I think the drama is like the biggest part. I think it's why Call of Duty is so big on Twitter and to this day is because of the drama. So I think it, yeah.
Methods 1v3 in the Minnesota Locker on Twitter. What was that?
Yeah. Oh, I fucking love that. Yeah.
Okay. So you keep up with the amateur scene, right?
A decent amount, yeah.
I try to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But my counterpart Seth, who's also a co-host on the Hipfire Podcast, he knows it way more than me. He follows it religiously, so
yeah,
he helps me a bit with that.
Yeah, the amateur scene is something that I try to follow, but it's not something that I consistently am able to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something I hope to change in the future. But one thing,
of course, yeah.
Did you hear what happened with AGN Indy?
Yeah, that was a mess.
Dude, oh man, I think that I wonder. They say all types of publicity is good publicity. I think that is a lie, because AGN. I don't think it was AGN that it had. Like it was. I think it was the competitors from AGN. AGN had nothing to do with it. It's from what I've seen.
Okay.
But apparently, they canceled it, right? Because Activision reached out to them, and they're like, "Hey, don't play this LAN event," because they know they're gonna get the blowback. But the competitors said they had access to like this room, and they all went and still competed.
Yeah, the LAN center. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that me, or does that feel like the most idiotic thing you can do, especially in a time like this?
No, it's 100% idiotic. I mean, I understand where they maybe. Actually, I don't even know if that makes sense because I know during the pandemic, obviously, a lot of people have lost their jobs as a result.
Yeah.
And, it's caused a lot of stress on people. But this is a tournament that you could have played from home. I don't care if the event organizers said that it was safe and they're taking precautions. It's up to you as a person to recognize that during this time, it's not a smart decision to put others at risk by pursuing a LAN environment. As far as I remember, the LCQ was going around at around the same time. You might as well just stay home and focus on that as opposed to going to the AGL LAN, winning a couple thousand, if that much, if you do win, that is, and potentially risking your life and the life of others. Like, it just seems so reckless and careless, and I don't really understand why anyone needed to be there at all.
But a quick point about it is two things. One is that photo that you saw, like the main headline photo from that story that came out. I don't think they were taking any precautions because I didn't see a single person wearing a mask.
I saw they were wearing the masks on their chin. They weren't even
that's what I mean. I didn't see a single person with it actually it's beats the entire purpose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I think it was Adam. Was it Adam Acapella?
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
He put out a tweet saying that kids are saying that they did this because the following their dreams was like. No, actually, following your dreams would have been competing in the challengers. That's at home, and it's for more. Yep. It might not be for money. Overall, it's for a lot more money. So, that, it takes that. I don't know. But on AGN, what they should take credit for is the fact that they did not cancel it earlier. Because they canceled it 12 hours beforehand, and there were already people already at their hotels.
Not only did they not really cancel it, from what I understand, is that they said that it was going to be online, but they still allowed people to go to their LAN center and not play on LAN connection to scapegoat. At least this is coming from out of Apicella, and they also had event staff at the LAN center. So it's like they were trying to find a loophole as a way to like not look as bad. And I mean, that was their first big mistake. They should have just canceled and told everyone to go home and like just take the losses because.
But maybe
it's very poor luck.
Maybe it would have been different if Activision reached out earlier.
That is true. Yeah.
Maybe if they reached out earlier and said, "Hey, like a few weeks, like 2 weeks ahead," and gave teams time to like not get the refunds, but like cancel their hotels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, I feel like
drive 12 hours.
I feel like as a team organizer, I saw one of them. I can't remember which team it was, but I remember on Twitter he was arguing with people saying that, hey, my team came to me and asked to like help pay for that, and they said, the manager said that I'm not gonna let anyone, I'm not gonna hold my team back. I'm gonna do what they want. As a team organizer, it's your responsibility to take care of their safety first. I don't care if they ask you. You should be like, I think, in my opinion, you should have the the foresight to realize this is not a good idea and to tell them to play from home. Because at the end of the day, that's safety is the number one priority.
Wait, are you talking about the organizer or manager? I feel like it's both of their jobs. To be
both.
Yeah. Really. Like at a certain point, it's like I want to see you succeed. At the same time, like I don't want you to be dead in 2 years due to a virus.
Or like your family. Like there's so many other people.
It's just a giant gamble. That I don't see what the outcome that they want to see. How much money were they going to win at AGN? Like
a couple thousand, I think, at most.
$500 a person at most.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Which barely pays off travel expenses. Like, it's just so much stupidity, and it made me like cringe. Because actually, last year I was planning on going to an AGN event, and I was actually thinking about going to this event before like the whole coronavirus hit. But I was like, I'm not. Like, why would I do that?
It's not worth the risk.
Yeah. Plus, like spectators, it's not just the players, by the way. There's also like family. There. Yeah. Let's go. Let's want to end this topic before I get a little bit heated over stupid shit. Okay. Do you follow Warzone at all?
Yeah, quite a bit actually.
Can I just say, Warzone update. I think it's tonight. The new season.
I believe so. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff coming, which I think a lot of it's really cool. There's a train station.
Blowing up the stadium.
Coming. Yeah, they're blowing up the stadium. Yep. They're advertising playoffs in the stadium.
Yeah.
There's a chain now.
Kind of.
There's a chain on the map. There's a bunch of stuff coming. 36 gigabytes. Mm-hmm. Okay. But do you know what doesn't come with the update?
Oh, what's the caveat here?
A multiplayer update for competitive. Weeks ahead of Champs.
There is or isn't?
There isn't. There's nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like there's no like tuning to help out like competitive play. But I say that, but seems out in my split. Do you expect it to happen? Like
they haven't really all year.
Yeah.
Like they haven't changed spawns maybe once.
See, I was hoping when they released it. I was hoping when they released it, they were gonna like have like this like knight in shining armor moment when they came through and helped us out. No, but can I just say Warzone does look sick coming into it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I think the pros have shared this sentiment, is that ever since, this game was designed for Warzone. You see Dead Silence like that. Warzone, because of how successful it has been in the mainstream media and with all the streamers playing it, that takes their focus, and as a result, competitive takes a backseat once again. In all fairness, it didn't look like competitive was going to get any support regardless. So I don't know what to say to that, but you'd think.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just say you'd think with the CDL happening this year that you'd have some support, but apparently not.
Yeah, I'm saying you think the opening year, the premier year for $300 million league is a year that you would put a lot more effort into it. I don't know.
Nope.
But can I just say I don't play a lot of Warzone, but I am excited to hop in because there's a few parts of it that does look pretty cool.
Yeah, I play Warzone from time to time. I might download the update, although it's another massive update. I might have to delete another game off my PS4, which is kind of annoying. But I haven't played as much lately. I don't know whether it's the skill-based matchmaking that gets to me, or running into hackers from time to time. But I'm having more fun on other games, to be quite honest, at this point. But
yeah, I can watch it, but at the end of the day, like I've spent a lot of time like streaming NBA 2K. I play Advanced Warfare 8 every night almost.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a good time. If you need the link, I'll send it to you.
For sure.
Actually, you might be in the lot server already. Are you?
I don't know.
I don't know. You ready for a? You ready to go into the next? I think this is a really fun topic. Because a lot of people. Cause last week it happened on the day we recorded it last week. Exceed is replacing Godrx on Minnesota Rocker. What are your thoughts and opinions on that?
Confused. It's like I figured a change would need to be had, considering that they really haven't been able to find their form online that we saw earlier on LAN.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be someone like Silly, who sort of underperformed in his role. A guy like Godrx has looked insane, and even online, I remember they showed his stats. Like, he's still performing very well online. He's definitely one of their best players. Guys like him and Sol have been solid for the most part. I think guys like Alex and Asim have sort of underperformed at times. Asim kind of picked it up with the M4, but if there was one guy I was not going to drop, it's not going to be Godrx. So I don't know why they got rid of him. I like to think that it's something behind the scenes, maybe something extra as to why they dropped him, but they haven't shared that. Exceed, I mean, poor guy hasn't really played much this year. I think he had like one scrim or one series with Alex's thumb out at that one event, and he didn't look all that great, which obviously you can't really expect much out of him. So I don't really know what they're expecting for this change, but not very confused by why they made that decision.
Did you see the Minnesota Rockers video explaining it?
No, actually I haven't seen that video.
Well, maybe I took it out of context, but basically what Saints, their coach, and their other manager, whatever, said is they needed a change of pace. Almost kind of like how New York Subliners, if you notice out, they made that change because Mac was just more suited for like the roster. Did that like the pacing for like zoom and attach. So basically what they said is Godrx is the slowest person on the team, apparently.
Really?
That, according to the coaches, okay. I would have guessed like Assault.
Yeah, or even Silly. Silly's, I know, plays very slow.
Silly is a super slow SMG.
But apparently, okay, fair enough.
Okay,
I mean,
so
they're the coaches. So.
Yeah, they know everything, right?
Yeah.
No, but so they said apparently Assault is not Assault, but Godrx is the slowest player on the team, and they needed that change of pace, so they replaced Godrx with Exceed to help pacing. See,
okay.
The thing is, I'm not gonna trash talk Exceed because I don't think I've seen enough of him. Well, from what I have seen of him, of Exceed, is he's been a talented player. If you watched him last year,
I didn't watch much of his gameplay, I must admit, but
yeah, I don't think anybody did. But from what you did see, he looked talented. Like, he has potential, and I think that I think he has the ability to have like highlight moments. But when it comes to champs, I don't think he's gonna be able to consistently slay with those top teams. Because like if they beat New York City, they automatically play the Huntsman.
Yeah.
Even if they drop down, they're playing another probably like OGLA.
Not to mention, they have to run through with Exceed all their game modes over again, and they already have looked weak in all three at certain points, especially S&D lately.
Yeah.
So I'm very confused as to how this change will help them. Also, they made it, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a week after roster lock, and I know my counterpart Seth was talking about specific amps that they could have chosen that potentially are better than Exceed that have been playing all year, like Fire, that plays, I believe, on 5-star, or even I guess before all his drama, Sib maybe. But there were other amps they could have picked up, but they chose Exceed. So
yeah,
very, very
actually, Exceed's been on the roster since.
He's been a sub, I think, all year.
All year, yeah. But actually, I don't know. I forget. I know one player that Minnesota was planning on picking up was before Rostock and everything was Awakening, but Florida snatched them up.
Yeah.
But I don't know who. I forget. Maybe it was. I don't think it was Sibilance. There's another amateur player that's like really good that they were planning on picking up, but they didn't have the opportunity to. Dude, this year's been a whirlwind. Like
It really has been.
Dude,
I think. Yeah.
Seattle made Karma retire.
I mean, I don't even blame Seattle necessarily. I blame the game. I think the game just
I'm
hated it.
Yeah. But it's the same thing. You know, we say like stuff like that. It's like you can't blame teams. At a certain point, like if a lot of players, if they don't enjoy the game, they're not gonna be good.
Yeah.
And Damon, he didn't enjoy the game. You
Not
can
a
tell.
little bit.
But it's funny. I think he's enjoying Warzone.
I think the streaming fits his lifestyle a bit better.
Honestly,
At least at this point in his career.
I would not be surprised if next year, if Damon, like as soon as like the roster lock opened back up, if Damon joined the Huntsman as a content creator or coach.
I would love that. I think Hex wants to make that happen badly.
Well, I think Hector wants it too, but I think it comes down to Karma being wanting to.
What?
But Damon wants to spend time with his family, which I totally get.
Yeah, I think the content creation thing could definitely be a thing because I know that would be for him a lot more, like not that necessarily he might need it or not, but to have that secure income for coming from an organization and from like a friend of yours that you've known for a while, it's definitely alluring for sure.
And by the way, I don't peg Hector and Energy to be one of those teams that takes like so much of your profits from streaming and stuff.
Yeah, they did. So, I doubt that at all.
Plus, like, if you know Damon and Hector's relationship, they're practically family.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like all of them are. Like Damon, Scum, all of them. Like even Maniac included, Hitch, all of them.
Yeah.
They're one giant family because like they all basically live together for so long.
Yeah.
Think,
once you become part of Hex's like circle, like he's got your back.
Yeah, no matter what.
Gotta respect him for that.
Yeah. I don't care what people. I've heard people call him a crappy CEO. Screw them. They don't know. Like he's doing so much to keep bringing his family back together, and it's so respectable. Yeah. But like, what I was thinking is like, if I'm Damon, like, I don't know how to put it. I would love to join Energy as a content creator because you get to like make content like with your old friends. Okay.
Yeah.
You get like a steady, like you get like a base salary, so you don't have to worry about like your stream dropping or accidentally getting banned, Dr. Disrespect style.
Yeah. Still don't know what that happened.
Yeah, nobody does. Actually, apparently Shroud. I don't know. I heard that he has a video coming tomorrow. That way he's gonna end up. And that could be total false information, but that's just what I saw.
Yeah.
But is it just me that would love to join Energy if you had like that base salary that's like a safety net?
Oh, 100%. I feel like Energy is. I mean, if I were to like rank like the top 5 organizations, I feel like Energy's got to be up there with like the likes of like Liquid, G2, 100 Thieves, FaZe, if you want to throw them in there too. Like those organizations, like they know what they're doing, for sure.
Can I just say, Energy is killing it. I feel like on a lot of fronts.
Okay.
Like I'm pretty sure their Fortnite team is doing pretty good.
I think I think they picked up Clicks, who's like one of the better Fortnite players in the scene. I mean, I think I saw Hex tweet out something about the channel, the Huntsman channel, getting 100,000 which is like pretty impressive that quickly. So it just shows the work they've been putting in.
Well, if you look at the channel, they get like what 3 videos out every week.
Something like that.
And
That's
they
crazy.
get an average of like at least like 125,000 views.
Which is like I think the same that the Optic channel got with Vision back in the day, which is kind of crazy.
Well, that was before they blew up. They had videos that like average at like 1 million. Like.
Sure, yeah.
By the way, I don't want to talk about it, but at the same time I kind of do. It's on
Optic.
Optic had a tweet that triggered me very quickly. I'm guessing you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
The disrespect. I know that they've spoken on it saying that they apologize behind the scenes, but I want to know who is behind their social.
I can't remember who it was, and I remember someone linked their Twitter and below a tweet from Optic saying this is the guy running the social. It doesn't seem like he's a fan of the Huntsman or Scope or them, so I guess he didn't know the relationship. I mean, the way I saw the tweet,
he has to be new.
Was very ballsy.
Yeah.
Like if it was for to get impressions, because he definitely got impressions on that tweet. A lot of people definitely saw that one.
Dude, after that tweet, no joke. So I've been following their Twitter account forever, and I didn't just like keep up, like roster changes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I saw that was the first time. Like, I was like, I unsubscribed from their YouTube channel a while ago. But their Twitter account, I never pressed unfollow so quickly. I was so pissed off. Yo, but did you see Hitch's response?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I saw a bit of it. How he's upset. He said, I believe he said something around the lines of that they apologized to him and Hector behind the scenes. So, yeah.
Oh no, Hitch clapped back and he put a I don't know if it was a comparison or if it was just OGLE's YouTube channel and how they only get like 2.1k views a video.
Oh, yeah.
That made me smile.
Like,
and then he deleted it as soon as Optic deleted theirs.
Makes sense.
It was that night was a rocky one. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it was.
Okay, have you seen the CDL playoffs and champs schedule?
Not the exact schedule, but I know along the lines of what it's gonna look like.
Do you know like how the schedule works? Because I don't.
I believe they split it up into two weekends. I think the first one, from my understanding, will take us down to the top 6. Like I believe we'll have like winners final and then 2 losers final matches, and then we'll have like the top 4 or top 6 for one come out of the last weekend, and then the last weekend will be specifically for like losers final, winners final, and grand final.
Yeah, well,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I put it up. It says August 19th is when it starts, but it doesn't tell us if, like, actually, it does tell us. I'm just too stupid to look at it.
Interesting.
So first matches are August 19th. Okay, there's 2 matches August 19th. It's Paris and Seattle, and OGLA and LAG.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's 2 losers bracket.
Okay, then the next Thursday, the next day, the 20th, is London and Toronto versus New York and Minnesota. So 2 matches a day for like multiple days. By the way, I think you guys have an easy dub right there.
I would not call it easy.
I would call it easy, but I feel like it's going to be a 3-1.
I hope so. It depends on their preparation because they looked very strong, obviously.
It depends on if Cammy comes back like he did last season.
Cammy and SD, man.
Do you know how cracked he was?
I mean, no one was getting past him with the sniper. The guy was elite.
Do you see the clip of him against Huntsman sniping on Piccadilly? He was cleaning the wrong window. Dude, he was on another.
Just fucking
yeah.
Oh, he needed to be for us to win that event. Thank God.
Then Friday the 21st is Huntsman and Florida play. So the first 2 winners bracket, like the first 1 and 2. Then Saturday, August 22nd, is actually has 4 matches in total, so leveling up. Then that's Saturday's when Atlanta and Dallas play.
That's actually a big. I didn't realize they had to wait that long. That gives them a big advantage to see what everyone else is doing. Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, it's like they don't get to play all weekend, but at the same time, they get to see what every other team in the league is looking like right before they get to play them. So I feel that's a pretty big advantage.
Well, but at the same time, you think a lot of like teams. I think especially the Huntsman, before and after matches, they're gonna be scrimming.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just maybe like S&D strats, like if someone tries to pull something new. Yeah.
So I think teams are going to be using different S&D maps and strats on different days, and different maps and stuff. So I think, like, Chicago, if they play Atlanta FaZe, which I think they will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just saying that because Chicago is my favorite team. I think that they're gonna pull out a totally different map pool for S&D and a totally different strategy.
Yeah, I think you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Sunday is the final 4 matches. So it's 5 days straight.
Damn.
Dude, but it's not like it's like long days though. It's 2 matches a day for most.
Pretty sure, yeah. I'm guessing they're going to be doing a lot of like breakdowns, analysis, a lot of stuff to like fill time.
Or they're gonna be rather short streams.
True, it could be that way as well.
Is the Challenger bracket this weekend too, or?
I don't think it's this. It might be this coming weekend. I'm not too sure when the CDC tournament is. Let me look that up real quick. Because I believe the bracket came out recently. I saw Paris, I think, tweet about it.
Yeah.
It says August 15th. It's on the 16th, so not this weekend, but the next.
Yeah, so it's the days before Champs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's I say? I think if you're the CDL, you're stupid if you put Challengers on the same day.
Yeah, you want to like have its own stream. It'll be nice because especially for, I know a lot of organizations are going to want to scout talent for next year, and there's definitely a couple players in all regions, you could argue, that you're deserving of at least a spot next year.
Dude, I wish Haggy wasn't so idiotic off of teams. I think he could legitimately like make a good player in the CDL, like his role. But if he does too many stupid things to counter it.
I mean, yeah, he's really shoots himself in his own feet at times. So
he texted his teammate's girlfriend on stream.
Yeah, I remember that. That was really dumb of him. But at least, I mean, at the very least for him, he's on one of the best NAM teams. Granted, the NAM scene's probably the most up in the air who's going to win that. I think the other 2 scenes you can kind of guess that Team War, which is Dave's team, will probably win the EU one, and then Renegades, which is the APAC team, I believe, with I can't remember what his name is, but one of the players on the team is like really talented. They'll probably win that because they've won pretty much every single cup, like APAC cup, leading up to this. So I think it's the NAM scene that'll be the most interesting to watch.
Yeah, in my opinion, it usually is, but it just comes down to like the competition. It's just more tough than NA scene.
Typically, yeah.
Typically. So, we're only 33 minutes in. We don't have much more to talk about. But I do want to ask, what teams do you hope to see for the championship, or what 4 teams do you want to see at the Final Four?
I mean, I mean, personally, I'd obviously love to see the Toronto Ultra win.
Honestly.
But if I'm speaking from like a
Objective.
An external perspective on like what would be great for the CDL, I'd like to see at least Atlanta, Chicago, and Dallas all make it the Sunday or the last day, because I think those are the 3 teams that we called the best all week. That 4th team, I would like to see a losers bracket team make a big run. I think that'd be very entertaining. If I were to guess who, I mean, Seattle making a run would be, I think, hilarious and also really cool to see. But I think Optic. I'd like to see Optic. I think Optic and then the 3 other teams would be really like viewership wise would do very well. I think it'd be very entertaining to see those 4.
I would find it funny if LAG came out and made the championship Sunday. I don't see it happening, but I think it'd be entertaining.
It would be very entertaining. Yeah.
I don't know. To be fair, who was it that they played? I think it was Atlanta that LAG played. That they would have won the series if Blast didn't auto-mantle.
I believe there was. Yeah, they went map 5 with Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, they've had some tough luck. I personally, I want to see these 3 teams I would like to see minimal. Like you, Atlanta FaZe, Dallas, or Chicago. Let's get the viewership and like the hype that can come around that. But the 4th team, I would love to see. I want to see either Toronto or New York.
I think New York's a good shot for sure.
But I'm also just a Italian Stallion fan. I love.
Yeah, I mean Zoom. I mean, who isn't really? Zoom is great.
Such a talent.
Yeah, no, I think they have an opportunity. Yeah, I think they have an opportunity. They've looked good here and there. I think they've had off events, especially the one in Toronto. But I think they'll pick it up for Champs.
I feel like every team's gonna come out firing. See, my only problem is you said that you want to see a losers bracket team make a run. I think it's
ideally. I think it'd be fun. I think we see it in most Champs.
What?
I think we see like a losers bracket like run at most Champs. I mean, last year was 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I know Ghost. We saw Envy. So yeah, it'd be nice to see that again.
It would be nice to see it, but this year it feels like the bracket is more long. I think it comes with a double-edged sword. There's too much competition for a losers bracket to happen. Like, I feel like it's more difficult than ever due to competition.
I agree.
But if this is also the year because there's you're playing. If you're in the losers bracket, you're playing 1-2 matches a day at most.
Yeah,
and you have time to
game.
You have time to prepare. So it comes with a double-edged sword. It's like competition is at an all-time higher, right? But at the same time, you have more time. You're not going to be like constantly playing, so you have time to do the preparation. But I think
that's true.
But maybe I want to see I would like to see an Atlanta Chicago final. I want to see Chicago versus Dallas.
I think Chicago does Dallas. The way it started and the way it ends, that'd be pretty poetic.
Okay, notice how quickly Dallas stopped talking trash. What?
I mean, Clay will always find some way to like insert himself into the drama. I feel like.
Okay, I don't think it was Clay that was the one like doing it though.
Oh well, Krim for sure.
Yeah, no, it was like everybody knows when Clay should talk trash. It's just him having fun. Yeah, I think everybody knows that. So I don't think when a team sees Clayster talking trash, nobody takes it to heart. They laugh.
No,
because that's just Clayster. But it was when Crim 6 is the one that was talking trash. Is when like it stepped up that level.
Yeah.
And I think
it was personal. Yeah.
That grand final, the C, who wins Dallas or Chicago. I think that might break the record for views.
It definitely could. I think you start marketing it as Scum versus T2P, or Crim rather versus T2P. I said Scum. Yeah, no, Crim versus T2P and C. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I feel like the first match would have done even better because I remember someone said they went back to watch it, and because it was the first match of the CDL, they were trying a new perspective. So we didn't even get like the real full experience between those two teams in their first match. So I feel like if we get it again at Champs, it'll be like a whole different atmosphere for sure.
Dude, imagine we came into the CDL by watching a Dallas versus Chicago match, and let's leave the first season like that too. I think that'd be a dope way to end it.
100%.
By the way, we're at 38 minutes in. Sadly, this week was super dry. Hopefully, I can have you back on again.
Yeah, for sure. I'm free to come back on anytime you want me.
That's good. Probably during the off season, if something comes up.
Yeah, for sure.
And if, like I told you, if you ever need somebody as a guest on your podcast, I'm always open.
Oh, for sure. Like we're always looking for guests, so feel free, man.
Sounds good. So we're gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for tuning into the Level Up podcast, and hopefully soon I'm gonna be starting to do interviews. I have a few people like No Scope Joe is planning on coming on. So, see Zaheed, I'll talk to you soon. Everybody watching, thank you for watching us. Go check out Zaheed and his podcast. All linked down in the description. And I'll see you guys all next week.